Welcome back everybody to part 2 of the introduction Excel one step at a time. In our last video we talked about how to either find, activate, or purchase Microsoft Office in order to have access to Excel. Assuming you've got it up and running, let's define what it is and what we can do with it. Excel is a spreadsheet program that allows us to enter, organize, and output data. Many businesses and programs out there today use Excel in one way or another. To give you a few examples, your bank uses it when you're doing online banking. If you ever want to pull a transaction from your account at any given time, it will ask you how you want to output the data. You could output it as a PDF file, as an Excel file, or as a CSV file. Now CSV stands for comma separated value, but that's not important for right now. What is important is what a CSV file does. So you pull up a file here. To give you an example, let's go to properties for this one file. Now this is an Excel file. The extension is .xlsm, which is an Excel file. A CSV file can also be opened using Excel. It's a different format, but it still allows you to open it within Excel. Credit card companies do the same thing, as do many other businesses and programs out there today. At work, I use an agency management system that outputs reports to Excel. Now, these reports, they're just raw data. I have to manipulate it, change it around, sort it, organize it, so it looks presentable to management. They don't want to be filtering through raw data. They want to see something presentable and get to the bottom line. So let's look at a few examples of what you can do in Excel. Now I've got a demo ready for you. Just open that up. And in this demo, I've got several examples of what we can do. So here, the first page, we've got a basic table. Now here, I want to organize my monthly expenses. I want to see what I'm paying, when I'm paying them, the amount, and the total at the end of the month. Now if I wanted to, I could do some additional calculations at the bottom. Maybe I could add in how much I earn and subtract that from my total cost to find out what I have left over at the end of the month. A simple calculation that we can do, and a simple table. If you want to get your feet wet, you could start doing something simple like this. Or if you're like me, want to be a perfectionist and want something more professional looking, something more presentable, then you could create a formatted table. Just the next tab over. Same exact data as the first one, but it's a much more presentable format and easier on the eyes. So you could also do list of data too. So say you've got a child and he's learning his vocabulary words each month, and you want to keep track of what he's learning each month and kind of periodically do some quizzes or test him at the end of the year to make sure he knows all these words. It's just to give him some further reinforcement of what he's learned. You could do that simply by creating tables and listing out the words he's learned each month and periodically do a test on them if you'd like. Another thing you could do is a template. Now a template is something that's reusable over and over again for any given business, any given function. Now here I've got a simple table that I created with like an application. Your personal information, interest, education, skills. A user would input the data in these areas, and when he's done, submit it to you. It's ready to go. The next person could apply, fill out the same form, and use it over and over again. It reduces the amount of duplication that you have, and it helps you speed up processes by having one form that everyone's using instead of having to recreate the wheel. Another thing you could do is you could create charts. Now these charts are based on the same data that I used in the first example. They're just presented now in a more visually acceptable format that maybe management wants to look at. You could do bar graphs, line graphs, you could do pie graphs. It's up to you. There's different formats you could use and different methods of producing these charts. You could also create diagrams. So say you just wanted to create a simple diagram of a workflow or something simple, business name, YouTube, the channel, the things you could learn, something simple like that. Or you could create call outs, use different art, within the program, you do clippings of a screenshot, use arrows, and there's so much more you can do. If you want to do complex calculations, you could do that too. Now here we've got an example of a person's insurance cost per month. Now if you want to calculate, okay, well, what am I paying each month for my medical, dental, and vision insurance? We've got here the tiers. So let's say for medical, I decided to go with the items highlighted in green. So I enrolled as a family. I'm paying this much in premium. Well, that's what the insurance company is charging me. I'm going to be paying about $120 here. The company's picking up $770, which is 87% of the premium. I'm paying 13%. It's not bad. They're paying for the bulk of the cost. We do the same with the dental, vision. However, we're enrolled in different tiers. We do a total monthly calculation of what's being paid. We do it annually, and then we compare it to last year. What's the difference? It's all at the bottom here. So we could do calculations like that as well. And we could even do automation. So say I need to copy data over into the following columns, the same data, maybe it's different data. We could automate tasks by creating macros. And there we go. With the click of a button, we create the table over and over again, however many times we want. Now say this is a template. Well, we could create the template over and over again, multiple columns. And that's not all you could do. You could do so much more with macros. It's just the tip of the iceberg here. I've been using Excel for years, and I could do quite a bit in it. I do much more than what my job requires me to do. I know how to do many things, maybe not everything, but what I can do is teach you everything I know so that you too can be just as good or even better than myself. I hope that you could join me in this series to learn all that I know about Excel and even collaborate through discussions on how to do things. Now, to get the most out of these videos, I suggest we collaborate. What I mean by that is we interact with each other through comments on this channel. I could spend hours making videos, but if there's no interaction, I don't know if I'm effectively explaining something, or I may miss a step that's causing you frustration. However, through unified collaboration, we learn off of each other, we share resources, and are better off using the program. I invite you all to comment, give me feedback. I'll be more than happy to share my thoughts and experience so we could get through this program and learn all that we could. Thank you all for watching, and feel free to subscribe to my channel. You can do this for more tutorial videos.